It was 20 years ago today. No, maybe it was more, maybe it was 21 years ago today, but not today. It was near Thanksgiving actually, and of course it got really unseasonably cold, but I am getting ahead of the story. The deal was I was Commander Dave, the big rock and roll disc jockey at Rock 104, the big radio station here in Knoxville, and I was #1 in my time slot, but the sales guys wanted to do something else wacky or unique or something, and they came to me and asked if I wanted to do a stunt of some sort, and I said no, I am not interested at all, because Philip WIMZ had already sat in every seat in Neyland Stadium, although he actually used some type of rolling chair or something, and that was supposed to count. At least his knees were still in good shape, to say nothing of his thigh muscles and so forth, so I said no, and then they came back and asked again to do something. This time it was going to be buried alive. And I said where? They said, oh, wherever, maybe a car dealership or something, and I said hell no, not for a car dealer, but maybe there's something else we can't do that would be significant and meaningful, and of course that went right over the heads of the sales guys, because they were either too old to get it or too snorted up to be able to be on the ground with the idea, but they understood I would do it. Much rejoicing, and then I figured out it had to be something which was a benefit to the community, like all artists are supposed to do if they are writing a grant proposal. It's not about art, it's about the benefit to the community. So I was working in the area of doing a benefit, and then I found out that the Knoxville city was going to start curbside recycling, and I thought that is so cool, because I had friends in Nike who had to parcel out their trash or faced some type of fine if they commingled their trash. Is that spelled right? I do not know, but commingled just looks weird, so I was happy they would actually consider curbside recycling, and I decided that was the thing to do to coincide with the commingling at curbside, and we put together a big deal where I had people coming to my radio show and talking about the recycling they were doing, such as the Fabric Research Center, where they were taking pop bottles and shredding the plastic and making a non-woven fabric which was super soft and insulating. You now have it as thin sillet and other things that lands and sells, and it's super comfy and ridiculously expensive from those people, but at least you know you are reusing the recycling and reducing the waste stream and keeping toasty at the same time. So finally it was decided I would bury myself alive for 48 hours, at least 6 feet underground, on Thanksgiving Day, and would fast through the entire process, so I did not need to poop in the box or some terrible thing such as that. I should have said that more delicately, but it was kind of cool because I was a yogi and still am, although I am a fat yogi at this point, and I knew some meditations and ways to stretch and work and get through hard times, so it was decided this would happen in the front corner of the parking lot of the Kingston 4 Cinema, which is gone now, but the parking area is still there. I can stand on the place, as I say, is the first place I was buried, but actually it will be the last, because I refuse to be preserved, pickled, embalmed, and stored for some strange ritualistic keeping of the bodies underground. I'd rather have the ejecto coffin when the rapture comes, so I am kinda the first one served, but actually just prefer being cremated and shot out of a firework during the Boomsday or something. But thoughts later, much later, it is hoped for all concerned, but no one knows the time of their leaving, as it is said by the Yeshua Moshiach. So on that Thanksgiving Day I had already fasted for 2 days and was cleaned out, so I got in the coffin and was lowered into the hole and covered up. Then people could come by and see me. In the Knox County Recycling Coalition had huge dumpsters. I knew Mayor Dempster, believe it or not. In fact, my great aunt was the great mayor's secretary, the gatekeeper, the one who controlled access to him, and he had invented the dumpster, and his name was Dempster, and there were their big long Dempster dumpsters, with one for newspaper, glass, aluminum, cardboard, and what have you, in the parking lot, and I was on the air every 30 minutes except when I was sleeping. Believe it, I could actually sleep in that box and make phone calls, and one friend had an early cell phone the size of a brick, and he was driving around in Atlanta when I called him, and I said, "Where are you?" "Well, driving around while talking to you." "So where are you?" And I said, "I am 6 feet underground," and we laughed about the horizontal phone booth. And after 48 hours, that is on the 3rd day, I rose up and arose again and walked again upon this earth and praised those who brought all their beer cans they've been saving for you, Commander Dave, and all those who came by. And what you see here is a picture of me on the television. Yes, there was a TV camera at my feet and people could see me in the box, and I was interviewed several times by all the local TV stations, and there's a DVD you can watch little snippets of here too. And would you believe that Newsweek the same week had a front cover article about being buried alive in trash if the USA didn't do something really soon, and I had that magazine. And of course, like a good spin doctor, everyone thought the article was about me, Commander Dave.